Assalamualaikum, my name is Nur Shasha and I the group leader. Today my group's member Naldina Farida and I will present about our two chosen scholars, Henry Fayol and Frederick Whistler Taylor. We will talk about their background, their management's idea and so on. Next, Farida will continue with the next slide.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Farida Izani binti Muhammad Yunus. My matric number is A25A 4927. Today I will explain about Henry Fayol, who known as the father of modern management theory. He introduced the 14 principles of management to help organization become more systematic and efficient. His ideas focus on teamwork, discipline, leadership and proper organization. Even today, many companies still use Fayol's management principle in their daily operation.
Today, I want to share about Henry Fayol, who is known as the father modern management. He started his career as a mining engineering and became successful because of his hard work and leadership skill. One of his biggest achievements was creating the 14 principles of management and the 5 functions of management. His idea helped companies manage workers better and are still used around the world today. Next, how does a big company like Amazon use Fayol's ideas? Amazon use Fayol principle to stay organized. For example, in their warehouse, they use division of work. This means different workers do different jobs like packaging, like picking item, packaging box, and so on. They also use unity of command, so every worker know who their manager is. Amazon also use technology to control and check their daily performance.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Medina Mazra binti Muhammad. My matric number is A25A4649. Today, I want to explain about 5 functions of management that introduced by Henry Fayol. These 5 functions is the most important that we should know to manage an organization properly. So, the first one is planning. The planning is something that we should thinking and preparing before we starting the work. For example, manager should setting a goal, making strategy, and decide what is the most needed so they can run the organization smoothly. The second one is organizing. Organizing is we should know how we arrange the work and divide the task to the right people. So everyone in the organization should know their own responsibility and has the resources they need. So the third one is commanding. Commanding is giving instruction and leading employees properly. So managers not only give their employees an order, but they are also give motivation to the worker and making sure they are understanding their job. Okay, the next one is coordinating. Coordinating is the most important thing that we should know because if they without coordinating, there can be a confusion and misunderstanding with each other. So in the organization, they can communicate smoothly. So the last one is controlling. Controlling means that we checking whether the work is going according to the plan or not. So if there are mistake or problem, the managers need to take an action or improve their work. For planning, managers need to make a backup plan, arrange safety resources and think about the possible problem before the event is starting. So after the planning, manager need to organize all the resources like staff, equipment and money. So basically, they are making sure everything and everyone is in the right place. For commanding, manager give instruction and lead the workers to making sure the employees know their role in the event and communicate clearly with them. For coordinating, they are making sure the department is working together properly. For example, making sure the security, transport and medical teams all need to cooperate so the event runs smoothly. For the last one is managers should monitor their employees and situation if everything is going according to the plan. So if there's any issue, so they are quickly take an action to solve them. Thank you.
This slide will explain Henry Fayol's contribution and why his ideas still important today. His main contribution is the 14 principle of management, which guide manager on how to manage organization and employees effectively. These principles are still relevant because they help improve teamwork, communication and organization efficiency. For example, companies still use division of work and unity of command to avoid confusion in the workplace. That's why Henry Fayol is still remain significant in modern management studies. Okay, for our reflection, we learned that Henry Fayol was the first pupil who introduced management in organized way. He worked a mining company and believed that good management principle could improve the whole organization. We also learned that his idea focused on practical solution, not only theory. Overall, his management idea are still useful today.
We learn 5 functions of management from Henry Fayol. They are planning, organizing, commanding, coordinating and controlling. But we still don't forget about 14 principles of management that Henry Fayol used. These principles help us to create structure, clarity and efficient to run the organization.
Why he still matter today? We learn that Henry Fayol's ideas are still important in modern management. His principles help business and organizations still organize and achieve their goal. Even with new technologies, good management is still very important. Our takeaway: we learned that Henry Fayol gave a simple guide for effective management. Good leadership and strong principles can help an organization become successful.
Frederick Winslow Taylor, which known as the father of scientific management. This is his background. He was an American inventor and engineer. He introduced Taylorism, which focuses on finding the best and the fastest way to complete a task. His idea greatly influenced industrial engineering and production management around the world. Today, many factories and businesses still apply his method to improve work performance.
Let's look at Frederick Whistler Taylor. People call him the father of scientific management. Taylor focused on marketing work faster and better at the lower level. He creates ideas like time study, standard work, worker incentive, and things like that. He believed that good management must bring the best result for both the boss and the workers.
Now I want to explain about the Frederick Winslow Taylor scientific management theory. So, Taylor believed that work can be done more efficiently with if the company use the scientific method instead of just rule of thumb. Okay, the first one is sign, not just rule of thumb. So the Taylor study workers carefully using the time and motion study. So he want to find the faster and efficient way to do a job by reducing unnecessary movement. The second one is scientific selection and training. So the Taylor believe that manager should choose the right worker for the right job and train the employees properly. So the worker taught the best method and complete the task efficiently. So the third one is cooperation. Cooperation is introduce performance-based pay to motivate workers. So basically, if workers follow the method and achieve the target, so they would get the bonus and higher pay. So the last one is division of responsibility. Taylor is separate the role between the managers and the worker. So manager should focus on planning and decision making, while the workers is focus on carrying out the task. Thank you.
Next, Amazon also used Taylor's scientific management. Amazon used time and motion studies. They study how many seconds it takes to pick a product, pack a box, label a packet, um, and things like that. They break big tasks into small steps to find the best way to work fast. To summarize the difference, Taylor looked at the bottom level. He focused on worker efficient and fast tasks. Fayer looked at the top level. He focused on the whole company using planning, organizing, and so on. In conclusion, Amazon is successful because they use both scholar ideas. Taylor make them fast and Fayer keep them organized.
This slide explains about Frederick Winslow Taylor's contribution and significance in management studies. His main contribution is scientific management, which include work study, standardization, scientific selection and training, and division of responsibility. This method help organization to reduce waste time, increase productivity, and improve work quality. I have already give an example in each contribution in this slide, but I want to explain more about standardization. For example, fast food restaurants such as McDonald's, where employees follow standardization procedure for preparing food and serving customer to ensure consistent quality, efficiency, and customer satisfaction. From this topic, we learned that Taylor believed that work should be based on sign and proper instead of guessing. He introduced work study, standardization, selection and training, and division of responsibility to improve productivity and reduce waste. Overall, Taylor's idea helped organizations become more efficient and systematic.
The lesson we learn from Frederick Winslow Taylor is we learn that good planning and teamwork can make work faster and better. We also learn that efficiency and hard work are important in every organization. His ideas are still used today in many companies and teamwork.
Why Frederick Winslow Taylor idea still matter until now, because his idea is still used in the modern management and operation. We still use his principle in manufacturing, services, healthcare, logistics, and industry in technology because of his efficient and continuous improvement idea. So, his idea reminds us to combine the science and people to improve the system, while we cares about other worker for doing job. So, from Frederick Winslow Taylor ideas, we can see other people still use his method to improve and shape their work